Hey everyone, Joel here. So I wanted to share with you what we launched yesterday yet again. And so we released the Synter MCP. And so it's really easy to install. You just go into, for example, Claude Desktop or really any GP, Chat GPT or Cursor. You can see I have it configured here, but you can add a custom connector. Call this whatever you want, like Synter ads maybe. And then you just type in the MCP address. So you just go mcp.syntermedia.a. That's all you need to do. Then you can click add as a URL. So that's why it's going to, once you add it and you can click configure, you can decide which tools you want to allow Claude to have access to. And so then once you do that, you can actually come back here and then you can just use Synter to pull your campaigns. And so I've said, yeah, pull my campaigns. It's pulling my Google ads. So you can see here some of the things that we're running. And then it creates these really nice reports. Check this out. So like you can do like a 30-day report. You can look at your campaigns. So I'm running some PMAX. We can do some competitive analysis. So looking at, some of our competitions. You can look at some of the action plan and you can execute it. So then I can say, okay, great, look at this, go ahead and execute it. We can do the same thing here. So we can look at, doing an audit. We can look at some new concepts that we created here with Synter and Claude. Here's like some nice, ads that we can run across different platforms since they're all now connected. You can look at a lot of information there. If we keep going, this is now for looking at, what we need to fix in terms of negative keywords. Like this is where I live nowadays, like here and in Synter Media, the platform, but it's pretty amazing, like in terms of what you can do, kind of going through, we actually not only are doing reporting, but then we actually created new RSAs. So these are now getting pushed and they're live. And so you can do the same thing here. You can actually change like device scheduling. So you can look at, okay, what time of day should I be firing these, ads? You can look at quality scores. Mine clearly aren't as good as they should be in this case because I'm testing things. And then you can kind of like look at some of the remaining work and basically just say, okay, fix this. And so we did that, and then you kind of keep going. So now I'm looking at Meta, and I can also pull in Google Analytics so I can see, okay, there's paid search coming, there's geo spend, there's landing pages. I'm pretty open with what we're doing here. So it's pretty amazing, kind of go through that, so on and so forth. And so, yeah, this is all being powered by, Synter's MCP server. Then you could even create ads. So I had to create some new ads for Meta. These are obviously not my brand. So I'm kind of telling it like, actually, we need to change this. So actually, after I worked with it a bit, it created these new like beautiful ads. I mean, these are pretty nice, I think, right? I just created these, right in here. And not only that, like I said, you can actually launch them. So they're already like created on Meta and they're ready to roll. I think they're pretty cool. And so, yeah, so we kind of went through all of this. So yeah, you can work completely natively out of Claude Desktop and it works, really quite well. So we have support. Just to remind you, if you go to syntermedia.ai, so if you go to, syntermedia.ai here, you can sign up. It only takes a minute. Just fill in your name or use Google down here, and it's super easy. And then after you sign up, you can go to directly to Synter MCP here and just get your API key. So just, click the button. Again, you'll sign up and then it'll take you to purchase, a key. It's super easy. Here's more details on what I just showed you. And yeah, it's really quite good. So yeah, give it a whirl and let me know what you think. Thank you so much.